All right, so I've done it. I've come over to the dark side, and I've come over to the dark side for a good reason. I want to find out if this hotel is the best hotel to stay at in Huntsville, Alabama. So let's talk about it. Okay, so if you are wondering where I am and what the dark side is, I am in a Marriott today. So if you know anything about me, I'm a Hilton person and have been for like a decade. And if you know anything about business travel, here's what you need to know. With business travelers, the one rule that everybody sticks with is you choose a brand and you do not change. The reason is because you get status with that brand. So you get upgrades, you get free food, you get free stays, all this kind of stuff you get because you're staying with the same brand. So I'm a Hilton guy. I always stay at Hilton properties. But the Hilton properties in Huntsville, Alabama today were outrageously expensive. So what I'm doing is I'm staying at a Marriott, and I was like, well, this is a good opportunity for me to create some diversity on the channel and save my company a little bit of money. But let me give you a tip. If you have to venture away from your brand, first of all, if you're with your brand, always book through their actual app or their website. But if you have to stray from that brand, I don't register as like a Marriott member. What I do is I go to hotels.com. So hotels.com, it's not a sponsored video, by the way. Hotels.com basically says you can book anywhere with us, and every 10 nights, we will give you one night for free. So I can book a Westin, I can book a Marriott, I can book a Holiday Inn if I want to. And after 10 nights of staying in hotel rooms, they tally up the average. So they go, okay, on average, you're spending $150 a night. We will give you one free hotel stay anywhere equivalent to $150 a night. Anything more than that, you're on the hook for it. So it's a good alternative, but it in no way is as good as like just choosing a brand and sticking with it. That's where you're gonna get maximum perks. The way to get maximum perks, by the way, choose a brand, stick with it, and if you can, get the credit card for that brand. So with Hilton, get the Hilton American Express card, and you are like, way multiplying your points by doing that. So why would you be in Huntsville? Well, if you have kids, you might be in Huntsville to go to the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. It is also home to Space Camp, which if you grew up in the 80s and 90s, you could not watch a kid's TV show without seeing Space Camp advertised. So it's home to that for the whole U.S. It's pretty cool. I'm right next to it. I can see it out the window. But if you're an adult, chances are you're here because of the giant arsenal here called Redstone Arsenal. So this place is like a defense contractor's heaven. Like if you work for Boeing or Teledyne Brown or fill in the blank defense contracting business, you're probably looking for a place to stay in Huntsville, at least at some point. Redstone Arsenal is where we do our missile defense systems in the US. So they develop that, they do all the research. They also do a lot of stuff for the space program. So that said, that's probably why you're here. Let me say, if you're here for work at Redstone, this is the closest hotel to Redstone Arsenal. So it's super, super convenient. It's right off the interstate and it's extremely convenient. So now that we've got the convenience out of the way, let me tell you about what I like about this place. The bed was fantastic. It was really top notch. I don't even know if I rolled over last night. It was so good. And usually I'm a turner. So the bed, the pillows, excellent. The overall room, very comfortable, right? The air conditioning works great, all that. It is a little bit cave-like. This is a pretty old hotel, so it's a little dark, even with a floor-to-ceiling window in front of me. It's a little dark during the day, and at night, obviously it's dark at night. That's stupid, but you get what I mean. Also, the bathroom is nice. It's not awesome. It's clean. It's been renovated, but it's not like the nicest. It's got like an insert shower instead of like a tiled shower. But you're not paying a lot for this place. I got it, I think, for like $155 a night, maybe $160 a night. So very reasonable price, especially considering my Hilton hotels. Shout out to Hilton. Y'all were like $300 a night. Thanks for that. So very affordable, really nice. What I didn't love about this place is that I don't have status here, and this is a testament to why you want that. If you don't have status at a location, it just completely changes the dynamic when you're used to having status somewhere. So what do I mean? I called for a late checkout because I have a meeting. I was going to go to work, like I work on college campuses. It's really close to the college campus I'm going to. I was going to go to work, come back here, take the meeting because it has better internet, and then like check out and then go back because it's like a mile away. They would not do that, right? So that's a downside. They were like, oh, we're overbooked. Well, if you're a Marriott, like elite status member, they're going to guarantee you late checkout until like 3 p.m. I was asking for a noon checkout and they couldn't give it to me. So that's the downside. I also am not eating here because I have to pay for the food and I don't want to pay for hotel food. I'll eat hotel food if it's free, but I don't want to pay for hotel food unless it's a really, really nice hotel. So there are some downsides. So I can't tell you how the food is, but the overall hotel, very nice. My only other downside is that it's a little loud, like the door doesn't keep anything in, and because I don't have status, I don't have pick on where I book. So usually I request a hotel room at the end of the hall, not by the middle of the hall where the elevators are. So anybody walking by can hear me and I can hear them. Now, this is a business kind of place during the week, so it's not loud, it's not a party place, but if somebody's walking by on their phone, I can hear them from my bed, which I didn't love that. So that is one downside. If you're a really, really light sleeper, that's gonna be a problem. If you're not a light sleeper, ignore that. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so the real question is this actually the best hotel in Huntsville? I'm gonna have to say probably not, but it's probably in the top 3 or 4 in Huntsville. I think the best hotels in the city are probably the Westin, which is about a mile away from here. Probably some of the downtown hotels like the AC Hotel, which is a Marriott hotel. That's probably the very nicest. And then there's a nice Hilton hotel downtown. It's brand new, so I don't even know the name of it. That I haven't reviewed yet, but I'm gonna guess that's nicer than this. But beyond that, this is probably the nicest. So I'm gonna say this is like number 3 or number 4 in the whole city. And if you're a Marriott person, it's probably number 2 in the city for you. But when you consider the value of this place, it's probably number 1 if you're a Marriott person. Like if you're a Marriott, like guy or girl, this is probably your go-to. If you're a Hilton person, yeah, this is not your go-to because you don't have status here and you're not getting nearly the benefits for staying here. I'd check out one of the many Hilton properties, but let me say, Hilton does not have a flagship Hilton in Huntsville, and I think that's a shortcoming here. But Marriott does, so there is some value there. If you are trying to have a business meeting or something like that, it's definitely a place I would check out.